Welcome to the show. Good morning, and welcome to the Cold Talk Coffee and Blunts Morning Show. I'm your host, Victor Vinziant. Close that door right there. And I got my brother here, Mr. SLP. You know, same as we normally get down, man. It's the second show of the new year? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We just getting started and dealing with this freeze. Pending freeze, the weather changing, sneaking on us, and changing the way we get up every day down here in Texas. But what's going on, man? How you feeling this morning?
Man, I'm good.
Yeah. The Michigan Wolverines won a national title the other night.
Man, I lost some money, man.
Yeah. I actually didn't watch none of the game. You know what I'm saying? And I actually forgot because it wasn't really no traffic around unless you was like.
Man, it's too much politics in it because what I learned was I didn't even know his daddy won a championship. His brother won a Super Bowl, and now he won the damn championship.
Oh, you talking about the Harbaughs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's got one of them themes, right?
Yeah, and I ain't saying they ain't play no good game, but it was a lot of stuff like with the refs and stuff, and then he had them boys turn. But at the end of the day, I think it should have been a better game.
Yeah. Something was missing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Them boys was looking real good all year. Then they get to the biggest game, and now they act like they don't know how to play.
I watched, like most of the commentary and the highlights and stuff, and I for real just didn't. I wasn't tracking it anymore. You know what I'm saying? After Alabama lost and after Texas lost, it just seemed like it didn't have no type of hype or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that because I'm an Alabama fan or whatever. I just wanted to see, good football.
Yeah.
And it just didn't seem like it had the promotion. I started seeing, as a matter of fact, I didn't even think about the game until I went to the gym the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's late. And I'm looking at, I was like, oh yeah, the game was tonight. You know what I'm saying? Completely missed it.
Right.
I just didn't have my time blocked off like I normally would have if if for some other teams that had played, because it ain't necessarily have to even be Alabama in the game.
Yeah, just a big school.
Right. Like it could have been, it could have been Ohio State and Clemson. It could have been, some other mix. And I don't have nothing against, neither team at all. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think the fan bases of those teams bring the same thing that some other teams would have brought. And I ain't picking no particular conference or none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mix. Because I believe if Texas was in it, then it would have felt different down here. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Because of where we located at.
They played in Houston.
Yeah, that exactly. So like, even if I don't know, because I try to imagine it like if it was Michigan versus Texas or Washington versus Alabama, or Alabama versus Texas, whatever mix and combination was there. And it's not like Washington didn't deserve to be there, and it's not like neither team didn't deserve to be there.
I think Michigan shouldn't have ever got there.
I saw that too, and and I understand why, because if you've been associated, if you suspended your coach,
scandal or something,
yeah, if you suspended your coach at the top of the season,
and then y'all still go to the championship,
it's like, if he didn't do anything, why suspend him, right?
Yeah. It should have been an ongoing investigation.
I think that's an admission, right? It's an admission of level of guilt, and there's plenty of people I know. The Ohio State fan base is like, put an asterisk by this season, you know what I'm saying, for them. But everybody's got their take on it. But congrats to all the Michigan fans out there, who watch their team get a championship, in the college football playoff. Shout out to the Washington Husky fan, because like, they are quietly always kind of in the mix too. They're like every other, like maybe every 2 or 3 seasons, their name is in the hunt, and they played a solid schedule too. I think college football's gotten to this point where there's like no clear-cut superpower, and everybody's
beatable. It's going to be a little different because it's going to be 12 teams.
16.
Oh, 16.
Yeah, because the SEC already has 14 teams, and they add OU and Texas.
Well, I'm talking about at the
you're talking about the bracket.
At the end,
yeah. That's going to be interesting. I think I think it's kind of due at this point, because it was so many things that just subjective, and what's right and what's wrong, and
Yeah.
So I think they finally gotten to the point where they got to do it.
It ain't no right or wrong. It's just
politics.
Yeah, it's like you only got 4 spots, but you got what, like 5 power. You got Power 5.
Yes, 5 Power 5 conferences.
Yeah.
And 4 slots.
So they open it up now. You don't have to go undefeated. You can have 1 or 2 losses and still fight your way in there.
Yeah. And I thought it was a good way to start the year out, because it's the same teams. I get it. I get people tired of talking about the same teams, but the same teams are going to always be in the mix, no matter how the format is.
Yeah.
Because if you win, you win. And in college football, the best way to get the best players is go out on the field and win. I think the other part that's so interesting about the end of the college football season too is when coaches start getting looks from the college to the pro level. I saw where Kirby Smart was being, I think he's about to interview for the Atlanta Falcons job. I think he'll listen to him. I don't know if he's actually interviewing for the job, but I'd imagine it is still kind of an interview. But and then you look at the other teams that was in the playoff that are like kind of out of the mix altogether, because a few years ago we were talking about Clemson, being in the mix a lot more. And then Dabo and the gang have changed, like, well, the culture's changed a lot since, a couple years ago. And that was happening before the NIL really, really started, cooking. But that transfer portal, the NIL, and the I guess the rush of people trying to get to the right school so they can get on the.
It ain't no such thing as right school. It's just
like for as far as the players and
like my daddy and my mom went to the school. This is where I'm going. Yeah, I don't care. I'm the #1 recruit. This is where I want to go. But you could have went to this. I want to go here because this is family ties, or I want to go here because they know how to win, or I want to go here because I like their colors. I like their mascot. These are kids, man.
Yeah.
Give a damn about what school. Go get your education and put on for your motherfucking city, dog.
Yeah, do your thing, and I think that I don't know what to expect next year, but I know that the teams that was in the mix this year gonna be a lot better next year too.
I don't know if they don't lose nobody.
Yeah, exactly. Like if if Harbaugh stays in Michigan, you can't take them out the mix because they just won it. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see about that damn investigation. That shit come back.
Oh, it's still ongoing.
They forfeit the damn title, just
Ooh,
like all the other ones.
that would be kind of crazy if they did though. That would be terrible if they did. And you know when you go back to the conversation about who should have been in and who shouldn't, right? I argued that Texas took Florida State spot. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you broke down the strength of schedule and all of that, Texas
Oh
still
well,
had,
it would have been it would have been this. Florida State would have been there, and then it just would have been Texas versus Georgia. That was the only.
if it was.
Difference.
I mean,
That's the only difference.
I didn't like even going back to like the whole discussion about it, right? The the expansion of the playoff is going to negate all of that conversation. So it's going to be two lost teams
Yeah, that's
in
what
the
I'm
mix
saying.
next year.
You can win. I mean, you can lose a couple.
Yeah, and you take some of the pressure off. You know what I'm saying, and probably get the better teams up there. You know, but we'll see. You know, we got it's a lot of time between now and
Just
then.
lose early, goddamn.
Yeah, that was the best thing. Like when Bama lost to Texas early, it didn't hurt them because the game was outside the conference anyway.
Now it hit different.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna definitely hit different. You know,
This year you just got to move.
yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of competitive teams. What more than what people think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's. I think the best tournament format is probably the NCAA basketball tournament. You know what I'm saying with the 64, the you know what I'm saying the 16, the Elite Eight, and you know down to the Final Four.
Yeah, it should go like that. I don't know why they changed it.
Yeah,
like if it works for the college, why it don't work for the football when it's the same damn college?
that right there exactly. That tells you that is more money and politics involved than anything. It's the they got to have a lot of the same sponsorships, you know, but I think that the the tournament for the basketball season is just different because they play what 32 games in a college basketball season, something like that, and then they got March Madness like completely bracketed off. You know what I'm saying? You know what March is. You know they own college basketball owns the month of March. There's no other sport. You know what I'm saying? Ongoing that holds people's attention that way. Um, and as a matter of fact, it's like you can't even think about March in America without thinking about college basketball because it's after the NBA All Star break, and so most people ain't paying attention to basketball until February. You know, and then the level of competitiveness is different. You know, after February when it comes down to basketball, because at that point, what you got like basically you got another month before college basketball ends, and then baseball season is going to be starting because they'll be in what spring baseball or whatever, and then the NBA is ongoing with all of this too, and then
until about June.
Yeah, and then for those people that watch hockey, you know what I'm saying, it'll be ramping up as well. So
and then you got the season start.
Yep, and then next
or
thing
not the season, it'll just be
it's like everything
football season, football camp, training camp, all that.
Right, yeah.
Transfer.
Then the draft.
Yeah.
So like it's January, but like it's going by quick because we already see what it's going to look like come April because I think the draft's in April. So, so the the ongoing sports, you know what I'm saying, transition is always interesting to watch. You know, to see what we're going to be paying attention to and what's important. You know, the man. Last week I did a show. We talked about AI and in terms of artificial intelligence and people using technology and people getting washed out pretty much because they got software now that replaces people, just like apps were replacing companies. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they've been talking about that from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's popping in a way that I don't think anybody could have really anticipated. Coming into this year, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like it's here now, and if you didn't pay it any attention before, didn't want to listen to it or interact with it,
Well, we don't care.
we don't care.
It's the same damn people that
Yeah.
that get affected by it is the same people that it's a fucking natural disaster.
Yeah, every
And
time.
you got a whole week to evacuate, and I want to thug it out there. The hell with all the damn science and all the facts.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Man, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right.
It's just gonna blow over.
Man, they think it's just gonna blow over.
Bitch, you live in Tornado Valley. Alley, I mean.
Yeah.
Shit, it's an alley where the tornadoes come frequent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you live by the water and it's a Hurricane 5. Like, get your ass up out of there. You already know AI is coming, AI is coming, AI is coming. Now you get Google lay off 30,000 employees. And
I saw that.
Gonna be
yeah.
Cool. Like, you got to find you another. You should have been looking for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Something that a robot can't replace.
Yeah. Man, Amazon.
It's fucked up, but shit, that's when you got greedy ass people in the world.
Yeah. And you know what it is, though? It's not just the greedy people. It's the people that don't want to work.
Yeah, that too.
So like the gap looks even bigger.
Like you want the job, but you always complain to come here. You got a funky attitude. You always late. But you sure you don't want this robot to replace you?
And
get your shit out this
yeah,
come get it.
And you giving my customers and my clients a hard time.
Yeah,
it's not just like even if you don't want to come, that's one problem.
Right.
But then when you get here, what are you doing?
Right.
So
I ain't come to work. To work. I didn't come to my job to work. I came to my job for some other thing.
Yeah, my job need me. I don't need this job. And you might not say that.
You got the wrong attitude.
You out of there.
Yeah, we're gonna get you up out of there.
We're gonna get you up out of there.
You ran out of boots.
And you know, when you start seeing the way automation has been like part of our regular day-to-day for a long period of time, went from, you know what I'm saying, just ordering food at McDonald's and sliding doors and you know, it's just in little ways. Autocorrect we've been feeding this thing for so long. Now it knows, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, we do this way more efficiently than human beings do. And we can justify it because we got the data.
But it's crazy. Human beings made the damn robots to take human beings' jobs. I'm gonna say this again. Human beings made the robots
to replace human beings. Boy, and justify making it better every time, you know.
Well, I mean, let's talk about this too.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got the whole BBL. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Real ass made somebody with no ass go get a fake ass to replace the real ass.
Look, to get a new body that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm. A new body
that nobody wants.
Trying to make it somebody.
You can't even fall down good. Like, not saying that you would deliberately go outside to go look to fall down, right? Because, you know, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But imagine you got a surgically modified body and you hit the ground too hard.
Yeah.
And then you bust something.
Yeah.
And now you just septic, you out of there.
Yeah.
Because it's in your bloodstream and, you know what I'm saying, it's no different than pouring sugar in your tank.
Yeah, definitely got to change. You got to change all that out.
Yeah.
The wires.
You're gonna mess up your injectors.
Yeah, your injectors.
Your fuel lines.
To say the least.
Yeah, your fuel filters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you think about it like that, right? You know, it's
well,
like,
how did she die? I mean,
The oil was mixing with the water.
The oil was fucking mixing with the water. Damn.
Cracked head gaskets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cylinder heads gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do a ride.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Live from an exhaust leak.
Man, I watched this movie Creator with John David Washington. You know.
Man, I gotta see it. Don't tell me no more.
Okay. You still got to watch it?
I seen a preview.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to watch it yet because all this other shit was going on.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I thought it was pretty dope, the trailer.
It was. It was a good movie. It held my attention. You know, I probably watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm getting to the point now, like when I see a good movie, if I deem it to be like, you know what, I might need to watch that again.
I watched the Equalizer 3 probably 33 times.
For real?
Yeah.
I need to watch that next. I ain't seen it yet.
Hey,
that's the trade-off right there.
All you gotta do, man, just come on over. I got I got it on Ultra HD. That thing, when it first come on, it's action, and then it kind of tell you the story,
mm-hmm.
And then tie in
the other two movies. Yeah.
It's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Denzel did his thing.
I have no doubts about it. You know,
just don't like his son. I was trying to give him his son his just due, but
you gotta watch.
That's like Michael Jordan's son. He can't play basketball. I just gotta let it go.
I don't agree with that. I think you need to watch Creator because
he always. I think he's very talented. I think he just be getting the wrong road.
Or do you think?
Maybe he got it from his name, from his dad.
I think that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? I think when you know who he is, it changes.
He the coach's son.
He coach's son.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like I said, you need to look at it again, because if we see it's foolish for us to think that he doesn't know it already. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be on point, you know? Like with Michael Jordan's sons, come on, man. Like, you know, you got to know that you ain't gonna never, you know, be your pops, you know. So you got to develop your own game, and if you don't have that drive or that mentality that go with that, you know, can't nobody hold you, you know what I'm saying, to that standard. Kind of like Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers. He's got his own separation. Steph Curry, and Seth Curry are not like Dale Curry.
Not Seth. Doc Rivers and who?
Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers. They linked. There ain't no fucking separation.
Oh, what I'm saying.
Nigga only got the job because his daddy. He got paid because his daddy. He was in the right situation.
Fair enough.
That's all. And that's no hate. That's what.
That's just reality.
Yeah, that's what.
But nobody expects Austin Rivers to go to somebody's team and change.
Yeah.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got a roster spot for you. I know your dad.
Yeah. That type of situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I owe him one.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like when Dale Curry was playing, he was a weapon.
Yeah.
He was and then his we see what Steph do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Seth ain't no slouch, but he ain't Steph and he ain't Dale either.
No.
But nobody is nobody's saying that he doesn't have a place in the league either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like
I can see Seth.
You know what I'm
saying? He can hold his own.
Yeah.
But
it
would be good if it wasn't no Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry just make everything just not.
It don't even look real when he
shit he does. It's no comparison.
None. Don't even. When you talk about Steph, you don't say.
You don't bring nobody.
You don't bring nobody else up. But like, if you look up one day and you watching Seth hoop, and you like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He been working on his game or whatever.
You got a brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is that?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know. Oh, that's his brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a brother that plays baseball. So
his little brother or older?
I'm not sure, but I know his brother plays baseball. I think he played for the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but Pat played baseball too. So
Shit,
but
Pat probably would been better.
but the thing is though, he all the way in a different sport, so nobody really.
But he dominated. So that's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I was in your sport and I was cold.
Yeah.
And I come over here and I'm just as cold.
It don't matter what I do. Some people got that it. No matter what they decide to get a time to, they're gonna be good at it. Down to the Kelsey brothers, right? Yeah. Like they in separate teams, separate positions, but you know about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them is good.
And they equally, yeah. And nobody's just getting the clout, you know what I'm saying, just because my brother play over here or. Yeah.
Did you hear about that story about them?
Which one? Like which one in particular?
There won't be no Travis Kelsey if it wasn't for his brother.
Oh yeah, when they was playing in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And talking about say, hey,
that nigga fucked up and
with the truck or something like that. Or
the coach was like, "Man, get out of here."
Yeah.
And he got like, I think he got like suspended for a year.
Yeah.
And then like the next year, he begged to get back on the team. His brother's vouched for him.
Mm-hmm.
His brother already was that dude. So coach was like, "Look, man, you got one more time, man."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember this. Yeah, that story.
And the rest of it's history, but damn, brother got them put his neck out there as he should.
Yeah, like that's really like your lifeline. You take different chances when you got help, and
I don't. Yeah, you do.
You do because like you either gonna burn it up, or you gonna respect it, and only saying call when you need something. Like.
Yeah, I think, but his situation was more so like he wasn't doing nothing that he doesn't normally do, and then he just got jammed
and then it got jammed up because he finally couldn't get away. He got caught, and you had to deal with it, and that's what I'm saying. It's like
but he still do the same shit though. That's what I'm saying. Like
that's who he is.
Yeah,
and somebody gonna let you make it. You know what I'm saying? A couple times, but like.
I mean, shit, he's Hall of Famer now. Fuck it.
Yeah, for real. Then it doesn't matter what you can say to him now. It's like he already done some of the stuff that a lot of tight ends.
They talking about he's supposed to be like the best ever at that position. Like that's wild. That's a reach. It's a stretch, but
who do you think is? Do you think he's better than Tony Gonzalez?
Well, when I think of.
Like, who would you put above him? Oh,
it's four in my head.
In no particular order.
Shannon Sharp brother.
Okay.
Sterling.
Well, Shannon was the tight end though, so he's in there automatically.
All right.
Because Sterling was a wide receiver.
My fault, but just tight end.
So Shannon's definitely on there.
Shannon will be in there. Gates.
Yep, I got him.
And Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kelsey. But not in that order, but
yeah, in there.
It's like, damn, can one of them be better than Kelsey?
You put Kelsey above Gronkowski?
Then you got Gronk. I forgot about damn Gronk. How you forget about him?
And that's 5.
And that's it.
I don't even want to think about nobody else, honestly. And but like when you think about it, it's like those are your tier 1 guys.
If I had Gronk on the field on the team, and I got Kelsey on the team, I guess Kelsey gonna be the backup. Straight up.
Really?
Nigga, come on, man. Yeah. Ain't nobody stopping Gronk. Oh, you forgot about the white boy, too.
Who?
He played for the Giants, Jeremy Shockey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, it's some cold-ass tight ends.
And
not just for.
And then he won a Super Bowl with the Giants, didn't
he? Yeah, but one Super Bowl ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, so
you got to get more because of Kelsey.
Then that's what I'm saying.
What, 2?
When you start breaking it down, right? If you rate them on individual, then that's the first level. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't good, you're not even in the conversation, right? Yeah.
You got to at least have a whole lot of stats.
Exactly.
If you don't have a Super Bowl ring.
Correct. Because like individually, you can play the position. You know what I'm saying? But then the next criteria is like, to me, would be how did they affect the game, and then that changes it, because if they affect the game in a certain way, that means they win. So when you start talking about winning, you start talking about Super Bowls, pretty much. And then that's when you get into the real specifics of it. Then now you got to rearrange them. You know what I'm saying? Based off of that. So you're going to have Kelsey, Gronkowski.
I don't think Gronkowski got more, I think.
Oh, of course he does. So I understand why you said I would put Gronkowski at that. You can't lose. Numbers, you ain't going to make a mistake by choosing Gronkowski over.
Man, come on, man.
But you might make a mistake picking Kelsey over Gronkowski, though.
Yeah, because you got to understand, Kelsey might be 6'5", 6'6". This dude like 6'8", 6'9", and can't nobody stop him.
No, not at all. And it didn't even look like he was
running fast.
He didn't look fast at all. But like, he got a big old brace on, palming the ball like a bear.
I'm gonna put out there. I'm gonna reach for the motherfucking Bowers for Georgia.
He balling too.
That's who he remind me of. Gronkowski. He give me Gronkowski vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga he go out there snatching shit.
And it's crazy when you see a really, really good tight end, because I think that's like the ultimate mismatch. Mm-hmm. You know, like your wide receivers and DBs gonna always look like they supposed to line up with each other. You know what I'm saying? And just based on just the eye test. But when you got a really good like tight end, your linebacker gonna get killed on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Because
safety, like, gotta come down to him.
Because think about it, who lining up with Shannon right now? Who you gonna get to put in front of him? And because like after he got the ball, it's over with. Because he got, you know what I'm saying, the footwork to get upfield real quick. You know what I'm saying? But like, and then again, do you take Gronkowski and Kelsey over Shannon?
Yeah, I'm going Gronk.
You going with Gronk over Shannon?
Gronk.
Ooh, that's a statement. But we did.
Gronk.
But we did.
You said talking about wins and who got more.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, yeah.
Who got more wins, I mean.
And that's what I'm saying. Like all these players, you got to think about it too. We watched him do it in 2 different teams. We watched Shannon do it at 2 different teams too, because he did it at Denver and he did it in Baltimore. And then you watch Gronkowski do it in Tampa Bay and New England. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a statement in itself too. So I still say, yeah, I understand why you would take Gronk too. I don't think you can make a mistake.
That's like wide receiver wise.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chance to bring, like, we're gonna talk about Jerry Rice or Megatron. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that size just fucking matter, man.
It does, man. I said
you got a nickname. Your nickname is Megatron. Like, that's a hell of a name. I don't think there's no other name that's better than that.
I don't think so either.
Megatron, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like,
how you get that name?
It make you a fan of a villain.
Household too, like,
and you know who it is. You know, I was thinking the other day, like, how Matt Stafford went out to to the Rams, and they won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, right? And just think, Matt Stafford and Megatron was on the same team, having their best years wasted in Detroit. And can you imagine if Megatron would have played in New England as long as he played in Detroit?
Mm-mm.
It's not even fair, because you saw what Randy Moss did. You know what I'm saying, when he went there.
But New England different because you only have one Randy.
And that's what
you
I'm
only
saying.
have one Gronk, but
And he wasn't even prime Randy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But it was prime because he was. Come on, man.
he went. They got numbers.
He got numbers. Like he got one. There's like 3 catches, 3 TDs, and it's over like damn near 100 and something, damn near 200 yards on 3 catches. Like, get the fuck out there. That's unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, because even now these receivers are like freaks of nature watching the game now.
Yeah, but they ain't doing shit like that.
But they're not doing what Randy was doing. You know what I'm saying? At all. Not like that.
You had fantasy football back then, all the way then.
Ugh.
That damn, come on, man.
You can't win. You can't win. And then I was just thinking about like all of the best players that we got a chance to watch. You know what I'm saying? Watch them come from college, play. You know what I'm saying, at elite levels, and watching how they stack up on the field, and they was a mismatch for everybody every week. And then you look at players like DK Metcalf.
Yeah, DK go crazy. DK is Megatron cousin.
Yeah, with Shannon Sharp's body.
Shannon Sharp is the uncle.
And he 230, 6'4"? Not Megatron, but DK Metcalf. He ain't no little dude. And he was like that in college at Ole Miss.
He might be a little more, but he looked like he bigger.
Yeah.
He looked like he bigger like that. And he can jump.
Man, look. Freak of nature, man. Hey, man, we're getting to close to the 40-minute mark of the show, right? So I got this sent to me by a good friend of mine. Said, hey, you should talk about this today. So, and it's a scenario based question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read this. It says, my husband and I had a threesome with his fraternity brother, and guess what? I'm pregnant. My husband got fixed 5 years ago, and he's fuming. The thought of his friend impregnating his wife is crazy. I'm 8 weeks as of today, and I want to keep it. My husband and I are on our last leg in our marriage, so we had a threesome to try to spice it up. This was my first one, and I waited till I turned 36 and decided to do something wild. What's wild is his friend's sex was 10 times better than my husband. Size, performance, just the whole experience. My husband has a child from a previous relationship, and I don't have any kids. We've been married for 2 years, and the last year has been a disaster. Truth of the matter is that we're both unhappy, and we need to call it quits, but he wants to work it out. I was up for working it out until our little mishap. His friend is single, and I'm about to be single. I think we might try to work it out. We've been talking on the side, and he wants to move forward, but I know my husband will have a fit. I blame him for inviting his friend into our shithole of a relationship. I have a 2-part question. Should I keep the baby? And if so, should I try to work it out with his friend? I hear you say on here all the time that every child needs both parents. His friend doesn't have any kids, and he's all for keeping it. Thoughts?
Hey, I can say she wild. She wild for the mindset.
This is crazy.
It's not really crazy. We can clean this up.
We can clean. How would you clean it up?
Short version is simple. What the hell is the husband talking about? Who trying to work it out? The friend or the husband?
I got to read this one again. Let's see. Uh, Truth of the matter is that we're both unhappy and we need to call it quits. But he wants to work it out. So the husband
want to work it out, even though
she pregnant with
by
his frat boy's brother.
Yeah, that's an easy fix, man. He got to leave her because she already out. She already want a baby by somebody else. She already wooed over the nigga, talk about the sex is better, all this shit, crazy shit. Then you blame. There's no accountability because you blaming your husband for the idea. But who the fuck told you to get married? I mean, pregnant. Who gonna be responsible here? You see what I'm saying?
To me, the husband got a pass right now. He can get out.
I mean, not really, because it sounds like that. According to her,
if he
sounds like he's still invested.
He's still invested. But what I'm saying is that he could really like say, "Hey, yo, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it ain't working. I already got my own kids
from
a previous.
I'm cool."
Yeah,
the husband really got a chance to just, you know what I'm saying,
start his life over.
Jump out with pull a parachute, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yeah, like there's nothing. Like she's 36.
She wanted the baby,
and she want the baby.
Yeah, and she liked the dude.
Yeah, and she's blaming you.
Yeah, it's over.
She's 36.
Yeah, man, go.
By the time she's 40, and that, let's just say like if she's 36 and pregnant,
there's no way that you can move forward with keeping the baby and your marriage. One got to go.
Some got to go.
You can be married to a new man and have a new family.
Yeah. This is chaos, though.
But you're doing the same thing that your husband kind of did to you, because you're going to go, well, no. He doesn't have any kids, so that would be just a perfect fit for them. If they even, because you got to understand, this dude might really love you because of all the shit that y'all had transpired. But you're going to go over here just because of a baby. I'm pregnant, it belongs to you. Hopefully we can fall in love. So you gotta roll the dice.
This is a paternity court or a Maury Povich episode right here. You know what I'm saying?
This is Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, it's one of them. This is afternoon TV.
Yeah.
Easily, you know. Like folks, this is what I be talking about, man. Like this is a sexually undisciplined situation. Ain't none of this necessary.
None.
there's no way.
All you had to do was just have some fun sex, and then still leave your husband because, according to you, the relationship was fucked up, and the sex with old boy is better. So what we talking about for real? Now we just threw a baby in here. It just sounds like just pick something and I'm gonna put it into the conversation.
Yeah, there's no consideration of actual emotions here. Like this woman ain't considered this man's feelings at no point. You know what I'm saying? Because her brain is dialed into keeping this baby.
Yeah.
So she gonna try to make everything else fit around this baby because she wants the baby. When I tell you, people try to be dismissive of like sexual discipline, because like we got this extreme thing on one side. We got sexual liberation, casual dating, unprotected sex. Everything that's around that is part of this conversation right here. Case closed when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? Sexually disciplined people are over here saying, you guys are crazy. This couldn't be me.
Yeah, you putting yourself into some situations.
Unnecessary. Yeah. And what kind of chaos is this going to be for the kid? Like what type of scenario? Like what's the best case scenario based off of this post for the child? Like I don't even know where to begin, because like baby grows up, daughter or mom, or daughter or son, right? Finds out, wait a minute, I was conceived in a threesome, and
man, that ain't none of that baby goddamn business.
It ain't none of our business.
Just take this shit to the grave.
Yeah.
Clean this motherfucking milk up.
And the reason I know,
because
it ain't
clean up on aisle 3.
Because you're right, it ain't the baby's business. But after a while, and you get a little bit older, you start seeing like patterns. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. So you tell me about your previous. It's chaos.
Dude, little dude, you're not the only one. For real, it's some way worse shit out here that you can really. Man, get yourself together, man. Live your life.
Just go get you some therapy.
Yeah, you might not even need therapy.
You don't think so?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I was born because my mom and dad was having a little something going on.
And it went left.
I mean, it didn't go left. It went exactly the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah. Fair.
Like how you and your husband and this other guy have a threesome. There's no protection.
What you think gonna happen?
No, man.
What you think gonna happen? And this is why you can't keep nobody that don't want to be kept. This lady, and long before this, if she say the last 2 years been crazy.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. This shit just.
Go ahead.
This shit crazy because she say I had a threesome with my husband and another guy.
And his not just another guy.
No.
His fraternity brother.
No, I don't give a damn who it is.
It's a train.
Exactly. Think about that. Who the fuck signing up for that?
Yeah, that's not a threesome. Hey, first and foremost, let's get this out the way. That is not a threesome.
Man, who's signing up for that? Say,
yeah.
Let's do it. I got the perfect guy for you. I know a guy. Damn, that's cold.
Bro, this ain't a threesome. This is ride sharing. Okay.
Definitely a lift.
Yeah, lift and coochie Uber. You know what I'm saying? So, like that. That's one of the first things we should have said too. Yeah, but it's so much chaos in there. You have to stop for a second and go back and look.
Yeah.
And like, your frat brother.
Frat brother been wanting to bust them cheeks open. For real. Every time we come by the house, he look. They already got something going on. Perfect.
She
already know what she's doing. She ain't the victim here.
No, she ain't no victim. She was controlling this situation.
Yeah.
And that's why
she definitely did.
And this is what it looked like when you chasing women.
All you had to do was just get you a female and lick some cat.
Yep.
That's all you had to do.
You
but
married.
You wanted to be selfish.
And you married her?
You wanted to get 2 pipes in one night. That's what you wanted to do.
Man,
that's what you want to swing from pole to pole.
You want to go dual exhaust.
Yeah, you want to try north and south pole.
Yeah. No.
In the same night, you covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. And
you got a lot of mileage on your thing.
Man, look, you
on your caboose. Got a lot of miles on your caboose.
This is chaos.
You done hit your wagon.
And then now you got to read it line by line again because
no, you don't.
Like
that's not what we need to be doing.
And my husband got fixed 5 years ago, and he is fuming. So you went and had the procedure done.
She gonna tell you the wild part is that the sex is better than everything.
Bro, just get out of that.
You sound like you already made your mind up. Why we got to tell you what to do? You already know what you going to do.
Man, women that think like this treat men as disposable items. She don't like men. She She like what men can do for her. You know what I'm saying? She like men that will compete for her. Understand that, and she gonna use your desire and to her advantage.
Yeah, she giving me
She got her fantasy fulfilled.
She giving me Jezebel spirit.
Man, look, this is all the spirits. If she was floating around right now as a spirit, she'd be
That's Medusa. Don't look at her.
That's a Horley spirit. Mm-hmm. Man, like this is different. And then got the nerve to explain it all. Mm-hmm. And can't read it. Like, imagine sitting down writing something like this right here and then asking somebody for advice. Like you already solved your own problem. You know, you see,
like you already know
you wrote down the problem from start to end, and what you need advice for. Yeah. See, people like this don't want advice.
Nah, they want
attention. They want attention. They think like writing something like this.
Yeah, that's wild.
Is just saying, hey, I can give you a good time. You know what I'm saying? And if this is something that interests you and you got some fantasies.
But it's cool because it's only been 2 years. So like it ain't too much time.
That's why I say
passed on for you to be like, man, hurry up, man. That's almost like an annulment.
And you was fixed 5 years ago. So we could estimate 3 years prior to you marrying this woman. The probability of you making.
She wanted kids, I think. I think that's the whole thing.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
unpack it. She really wanted.
Yeah, she really wanted kids, and she married a man that didn't want kids.
They already got a family.
Yep. And this is why I say people with kids need to date people with kids, mm-hmm. and people without kids don't need to date people with kids. Mm-hmm. Under the if
you still want what you want,
if you still want what you want, yeah, and on the side of if you choose to date somebody that has kids, they got to be grown and out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you
just don't want no access, like extra drama into what we got going on.
Yeah, like if you, because think about it, man. Like you got a relationship with a woman, or if it's a woman that's got a relationship with a man, and he still got an active co-parent in their life. Child is in school dealing with, teenage stuff. Your whole day can change very quickly.
Who's going to the parent?
Who's going to the PTA?
Yeah.
The questions that.
I mean.
Yeah, the realistic questions. Yeah. Because you can't.
I mean, in the healthy world,
everybody should be able to go.
I'm saying if she is at if my baby mama is at work, then my girlfriend got to cover down. This is a
community.
It's a well-oiled machine. One, you already know what's up. We got open line of communication. We got some trust there. That's healthy. We should be able. If not, then I gotta find me someone that can replace you, that won't make this shit more toxic or more
difficult
than what it is. You see what I'm saying? It's already it's a little difficult, a little mess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not hoarder, but it's just a little tidy up real quick. You feel me? And that's what, but people got to take the ego out and they pride and shit and do what's best for the kid. Like the kid has this conference, this meeting to discuss the kid's behavior or his grades or whatever. This don't got nothing to do with who had who
this about
years
the kid.
ago. It's about the damn kid.
And that's exactly why these things right here only get discussed on daytime TV, paternity court, Judge Joe Brown, Maury, and
you are not the father,
man.
Right now, I'm running to the back.
Because,
don't motherfucking chase me,
bro. Leave me alone.
I'm going to the car.
And it's like
I'm leaving the set. I was a free man.
And she waited till she was 36 and decided to do something wild.
I will buy her something.
I
will buy her something.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I
don't have to deal with none of
I'm
this.
cool.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Because you knew what the hell you were doing. This is a true definition
and you
of fuck around and
find out for real, literally. You know, and you only been in it for 2 years.
Nah, this new relationship, she need to think about the new dude with the best sex and all this other, and the kid on the way.
Yeah.
The daddy is his. I mean, the baby is his. Y'all go ahead and have a good life.
The husband really. That's why I say the husband really has a past.
Yeah.
He's still trying to fight for this thing.
It's the ego. He got to let.
That's the ego.
You got to let the ego.
That's his ego right there.
You got to let the ego.
Because he feel like he got.
Someone took my family away. But
it was never your family.
It wasn't never your woman. Nothing. That ain't your baby.
She ain't belong to nobody but herself.
The streets.
And that too.
Streets.
Yeah, she definitely.
But guys got to do a better job with just picking their stuff. And same thing with women. Women got to.
This is a man's fault in this situation.
Yeah, this is a man's fault.
Because
he opened the door to another pole.
Yeah, literally. And he gonna get it. He gonna do it with the homie.
Yeah, with the homie. This is my wife. Come on
over.
Come on in.
Yeah, come on, run the train on my wife.
We'll be ready about 8:30.
Come run a train.
Yeah.
With me on. Nah, fam.
Yeah.
Now you and number one, you deserve all of this because you invited it in your life.
Yeah.
Because
what if it was a setup all along? Hey.
It probably was.
Hey,
yeah, you know he can't jam me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be with it. And
all you gotta do is get her pregnant.
Because like they already had an established relationship.
Everybody got their own
equity in the situation.
Yeah, because the dude, I'm finna bust down my homeboy wife. Whoever thinking like that, it's wild.
It's wild. Real wild.
To say the least.
Way crazy.
Then, on the husband's side, hey, I got the right guy for you. I'm gonna call my homeboy.
Oh yeah.
You like what's his name? Yeah. That's why.
Because you got to agree.
Yeah, that's why. Then she already thinking, man, I hope this shit is. I seen him cut the grass when he was overseas or he was at work, but it came through. He was looking good. I just want him all on top of me.
Yeah, he look like he can make some good kids.
Yeah, good kids. Pretty baby. That's what they say.
Yeah. So
that's why.
So the dude that actually got her pregnant
is the frat.
So obviously the frat brother, but like I'm trying to see if it say anything else. Did he have any other kids or anything?
No, the kid he's single.
He's single.
He ready.
Oh, he ready. And she ready.
Yeah, and she ready. So this is a perfect thing for them.
Yeah.
Ain't no other outside noise.
Yeah, husband, you got to get up out of there, man. You chose poorly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it was. And it was probably
take your other kid from your other marriage or your other relationship and
go do that.
Yeah.
Too many times we hear these stories about men and women not doing right by their kids, but pursuing a relationship that probably ain't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's all based off of, like personal choices from previous relationships. Like meaning like you ain't took care of none of the kids and none of the other previous relationships you had. Mm-hmm. You didn't make it work with none of those. You didn't have an intention to have a long-term situation.
But the motherfuckers that's doing that they don't take the time. They ain't patient enough. They thinking with their body. Physically.
They rule by their flesh.
Yeah, they physically attracted. So they make the physical decision and then emotionally got to deal with it. You see what I'm saying?
All them people got the same behavior.
Financially, they got to deal with it.
Facts.
Yeah.
All of those people that make these decisions, they generally sexually undisciplined. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like without a kid, you can see the value in the other person. Because like if you take that away, they got to look at you and deal with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, minus
all of the distractions. And that's why I say, like, if you take away jobs, cars, kids, money, and whatever your other wild card is, most people don't have nothing to talk about. Mm-hmm. Oh, They already say sex. You take sex out of there. Most people don't have nothing to talk about.
Well, I'm saying you can't take all the main ingredients out the motherfucking lasagna and call it lasagna.
You can't call it lasagna. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, what's the value of the connection? And
well, I mean,
without that, because the husband is what I'm saying in this situation, right? He valued himself how he valued himself, and she valued herself how she valued herself. But obviously, that wasn't compatible because she like, yeah, your homeboy can get me pregnant.
Yeah, but this is more wild. We having a difficult time in our marriage. I got an idea. Let's have a motherfucker.
Let's bring another penis into the mix.
Yeah,
that'll fix it.
That should fix
it. And it did.
It fixed something.
Somebody got some clarity out of this.
Yeah.
Somebody got some clarity that works for them, and then somebody got some clarity they won't accept. So this is why I say the husband is really the problem in this.
Somebody got jackhammer, somebody got sledgehammer. Both went to work.
Yeah, and she played pepper grinder with one of them.
Listen,
boy, what an unnecessary situation to be in.
Yeah, bless her heart.
Man, and look, husband, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because like you are already weird anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Extra.
You real extra weird, because if you 2 years in and she talking like this about y'all, she ain't gonna never frame it to where she could be doing better. She just not gonna come out and say she ain't happy with you. She just
right gonna, at any time. And you're any responsible point for her happiness.
Yep. And that's a wild burden in itself, man. You can't make nobody happy. You literally can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's talked about so much.
Be a part of somebody happiness.
But if that person is not happy with themselves, there's nothing you could do to make them happy. Mm-hmm. Because happiness is about knowing that even if you got an issue, you got a means to solving it. It's only a problem when you don't have a means to solving it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we talk about like what you do and how this stuff kind of like relates. You know what I'm saying, back to it, because there's a lot of men that's outside. You know what I'm saying, like and uncovered. You know what I'm saying, because they have put to say the least. You know, uncovered. You know that because they have put the woman's emotions above their own mental well-being. You know what I'm saying? There's some people, some other unfortunate situations have happened or whatever, but like we talking about the men that have lost it all pursuing a woman's, acceptance of them. That's a very specific demographic of people. Yeah, there's other people that have experienced, hardship in life because they have placed a woman's needs above their own. And when it come down to it, they always dealing with a woman that's not happy with them, because that woman's not happy with herself, man, and she ain't happy about the choices that she made. And this is what it looks like when you pursuing it. This is wild to me.
This sound like the one I was looking at. I forget. I think there was in Missouri, I think, and it's a couple. It's a guy. He has a kid, but the kid is from a previous relationship. Mm-hmm. So he meets this other chick. They have kids. They have like 3 kids. So they got a total of 4 kids.
So recap. He got a kid from a previous relationship.
He got a kid from another relationship.
Okay, got it.
He meets this woman. The woman and him get married. They have 3 kids. They got 4 kids.
Okay, so
all the kids living in one room, under one roof. The kid, the dude, fast forward, everything seemed like everything is supposed to be everything, but he goes to work. She calls him up and asks him what he wants for dinner. It's on lunch break, so if it's a lunch break to getting off of work, I'm gonna say roughly 3 to 4 hours, because it's an 8 hour.
Yeah, you about the halfway point of the day. Yeah.
So she say, what you want to eat? He say, man, I don't know. I just want something hot or whatever the case may be. it's up to you. How the kids, everybody good? Yeah, okay, cool. I'll be home and whatever. He hangs up the phone. She goddamn goes. Um, she goes and kills uh her 3 kids. The one that he had by previous jumped out the window, ran to the neighbor. So all by the time he done hung up the phone to him getting off of work, all this shit happened.
She done killed.
She didn't kill the 3 kids
that they made.
Again, it's a lot of shit to unpack here. Why don't nobody know? They talking about she was possessed, and then the other one she's crazy, and then the other just a whole lot of, but she ain't never speak on why she did it. You see what I'm saying? But that it's along those the same shit.
It's
man.
just random and wild. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't force certain things to go together. Like it's interesting that you say that, right? So I was watching this other one called Killer Kids, and it's about these kids that
kill their parents,
kill some people in general.
Okay.
And this one I was watching happened in Missouri, and the guy that he brought out, he killed. He was the oldest son, and his dad married, a woman. They had 2 kids together, I think. So he's the oldest from a previous relationship, and his dad made some children, obviously. So dad's still alive, and he's at work. 15-year-old, the oldest, kills the mother, shoots her in the face with 12 gauge. And he sneaks up and shoots his other 2 brothers. He actually went and reloaded to get one of them. And it shows this violent mashup of trying to bring, 2 families together in so many words, or the kid from a previous relationship. There's something in that, because like every time I watch these shows, like where somebody's been, hurt by someone within the family, it's always somebody that's more violent than what anybody else can ever anticipate. You know what I'm saying? And then it just comes out of the way it's always portrayed, as though it just came out of the blue and there wasn't no signs leading up to it. But we know that that's not the case. And it's like these things never really improve with time. Like I watched. There's something that's missing in a person's psyche when you try to mix, these relationships up. And it sounds really like, I don't know, judgmental to say, but look at the behavior. Look at the outcomes. They got TV shows dedicated to these types of crimes, and they do documentaries on them. And when you watch them, it's the same format every time. It's a single mother raising a son, and then becomes a sexual predator. You know what I'm saying? And ends up in the same situation. And sometimes you got where the mother was abusive, and then turns the son into a wild savage, pretty much. These types of situations come out of a lot of mostly pivoted off of sexual discipline or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make things work with people who don't want it to work. Like they have shown you that they don't want it to work. And then they end up going from a situation like this, that's a laughable example, you know what I'm saying, to the reality of, hey man, you playing with your life at some point. Because if a person is like the husband in this situation, if his ego won't allow him to say, hey man, it's a wash, somebody gonna get hurt. This ain't nothing to play with, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you get down to it, it's just wild to even assess, because there's just no way that I will put myself in this situation, because man, it just ain't worth it. There's plenty more, scenarios out there where this works out for you. And an affiliation in a group don't make it better.
Yeah.
You got to go, bro. You got to go on the ground and get out the way and go reset, because this is way wilder than it should be, and I don't think people really give it the credit or the look that it really deserves, because ego is what gets people up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm looking at some of the comments now on the chat. And hey, look, for you folks that's tuning into this, I just put the link to where the actual post is. If you want, go check that out. And as a matter of fact, I'll just pull it up on the screen and we'll go from there and let you guys pick it apart, as I know you will, in your most awesome fashions. Let's see here we got. All right. So we got some people over here. My boy said, hold up. She didn't say how long they were talking. Plus, it seems like she was hoping for a way out anyhow, using a kid and a potential partner as an escape plan. Not going to go too well. I foresee a single parent mom on the horizon. Yep. The probability of that happening is a lot higher than what it should be. Let's see what else we got. Everyone involved is a complete idiot. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to my boy Wes Key. Yeah, my boy Issa said she for the streets. So they both knew they were not compatible. The husband is probably gay and in the closet. This is his excuse to come out. Only a sucker would want to run a train on his wife. Man, come on now. The husband allowed himself to be cucked and, in fact, initiated the shit. I don't feel sorry for this clown. Those fraternity dudes. Hey, look, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. Let's see it. Somebody said, somebody come read this mess. 2 years in and you needed to spice things up. They should have never got married to begin with. Facts. Facts, Jess. Facts. My boy said Frat shot the club up. Man. Somebody say slept me out sounds good until there's a baby involved and she realizes she chose a man for the job. Now she's carrying evidence of infidelity and he keeps his assets. Yep. You gotta easy out. Yeah. You gotta easy out. Yeah, man, this is just straight madness, man. These the mindset of people that function like this, we can never understand it. All we can do is just look at it and say, I don't want that in my life. That's it. Like for real. Like, it just don't make sense. Let me see if I can see if anybody want to come on the show potentially and talk about this if they find this interesting or not. Man, this is chaos, man. Throw them all away. Somebody said she should not keep the child and then get out of that relationship. At this point, she's emotionally cheating on her husband. She doesn't want to be with him and is trying to make an excuse of how to get out of it. While she claims he talked her into it, I don't know any grown man that would want to spice things up with another man unless he's gay. That's what he really wants. That's what he really wants. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, why would he make the suggestion? Why would he? Like, this ain't even a long, drawn-out conversation. It just don't make sense,
I don't even really want to talk about it no more because we need more evidence. We need his side of it. See what I'm saying? We just need his side.
Yeah. Like, what? Like, I don't even want to know what you was thinking.
I don't even care.
I don't care.
Y'all figure that shit out?
Yeah. But this was a very interesting wild topic to even bring this up, and I got to thank my one of my loyal supporters, man, for sending me this topic. This is crazy, and you have opened up a whole new conversation into this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't even specify how far this needs to go, but like for you folks that's watching, if you want to come on the show, um, we give you click this link right here. Go see the topic. The link is in the chat, and you know what I'm saying. Come on here and have your take on it if you want to, and we'll be on a little bit longer, probably about another 15 minutes or so. But in the meantime, what you got going on with this weather prep? Because we're getting into a bit of a freeze in this area, and I know
it's fine. Just don't be by yourself, man. Try to get some groceries, some canned goods, some peanut butter and jelly, some shit that you don't need to refrigerate just in case your power go out.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you got some candles or some batteries for your flashlight. Get you a generator. Get you some wood for your fireplace. Get you a couple cases of water. You know, not nothing too crazy because power outage might be 1 to 2 days, if that. That ain't gonna be nothing too severe. Shit, it's really this the time to really make sure that you got a little food to eat. Go somewhere where the food at. If you elderly, go check on them, make sure they cool. Cause
man, we don't talk about that enough either. Too, it's like you know, of course, like your mission, you know, that you live and breathe every day is to help the underserved people in the community. You know what I'm saying? Especially like during these times of year when it's inclement weather. But like our elderly people that have lost their independence in terms of being able to get up and move around as efficiently as they like to.
We all gonna get old.
Yeah. So
and we all gonna need somebody to look after.
Realistically look after. So that's why like trying to function the way that we do in terms of making sure everything's on the up and up, being solid with each other, because like we are our own community. Ain't nobody coming to fix it. Ain't nobody coming to set conditions. Say, you guys come on over. We have to do that work that lets you know that your brother got your back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to go create that community. And in order for that community to actually manifest itself, you have to be what that community needs. Because if you just run around here always looking for help,
yeah, you gotta pull your own weight.
You gotta pull your weight though. You know what I'm saying? Because
you gotta pull your weight, and then somebody can assist you or help you along.
Because you in the way from people. If you ain't pulling your weight, you taking away from somebody else.
Yeah.
And then it's just what it is, man. Like, and eventually somebody gonna cut you off, and you deserve to be cut off. You deserve to be cut off, man. And you know, this is why like these conversations are important, man, because the last 3 years, 4 years, I would say 4 years, you know, there's been a major shift since COVID. You know, life before COVID is like even it's so far away now because there's so much information that comes to us so quickly. You can't think about 2019 unless you had something significantly, you know what I'm saying, impactful in your life. You know, maybe a loss of a loved one, change of a living situation, whatever you did, you know. But the last 4 years, the dynamics of what you think you're going to accomplish, you know what I'm saying, from year to year, drastically different every year, you know, because
you gotta people don't realize what we up against, man. And people gotta understand, stop living above the means. It's like the keeping up with the Joneses, but it's only like pressure to do so. And you gotta just run your own race at your own pace, like get in your lane. And if you got a slight jog today, that slight job. You trying to sprint, you gonna run out of boost.
You're gonna run out of boost.
It's a marathon. Like you just gotta find a nice pace and go at that pace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obstacles gonna be in the way. You still gotta run the pace.
Yeah, it ain't gonna never be no clear path.
Yeah, you can't really. You gotta find your sweet spot. You can't go too fast. You can't go too slow.
Mm-hmm. But you definitely can't stop.
Can't stop.
You definitely can't stop. Like you stop, that same problem is still like you still moving forward. But if you stop up here,
yeah,
you can't just turn it off, and think that because you turned it off,
everybody else gonna turn it off.
They can't. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to keep moving forward too. So
keep going.
It's because either they're coming to you or you going to it, and whether you accept it or not doesn't matter because you still gonna end up getting older. You don't control time. All you control is how you respond and how you react. So you got to make sure you got your resources intact, which goes back to what you're saying. You got to preserve what you got.
Yeah, because you got it's people out here that they complain about their situation. They'll get out the situation. Then instead of learning something different or doing something different, they go get a job. All right, they don't like the job, but it pays well. So they get a promotion and then they buy more shit, but they ain't never really.
Because you ain't happy with the job?
No, I'm saying just buying shit. So now the discipline of you trying to save money, because you really got you work to save money, but you kind of work to spend money. And the mindset got to change where if all this shit is gone, do I have enough to sustain, or do I be a burden to somebody else and disrupt whatever they got going on?
Yeah.
But really, you supposed to be saving. When you get that promotion, that extra money, you got to save. You can't spend more.
You need to operate as if you never got the promotion.
Right.
That's the extra money because you can't even see it.
You can't see it.
And especially if as soon as you get it, you need a bigger house. You need.
Yeah.
Whereas like for me, I'm trying to reverse it. I want to start over. I want to reset every. You know, me and you, we talk about this all the time because we can afford what we have, but I know that I don't need everything I got now.
Yeah, I think I need less.
I need less
because what I'm trying to do.
That's interesting, right there. Need
more.
less.
I need less.
Because I don't spend money on me like that. I don't get that impulsive itch that like I don't. It ain't 4 or 5 boxes a day coming to my house from Amazon because I was like, oh, click that.
Yeah, and then you got clothes in this closet, clothes in that closet, clothes in that closet, clothes in that closet. You don't even know what you forgot what you had back there.
Still got tags on it.
You see what I'm saying? Now you got too much of the stuff. Then if you lose your job, none of this stuff gonna help you pay these bills to stay afloat.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we see other people, but we don't know how they got there and what they got going on. So we kind of like secretly gonna compete with them, but they ain't doing. They just living the best that they can.
Yeah.
But you got the competitive spirit and the drive to. Oh, he got a new truck. I gotta work hard so I can get me a new truck.
Keeping up with Jones.
Don't worry about your shit. Your truck just fine.
Yeah. Like, don't nobody. You can't take that truck inside. You can't take it nowhere.
Yeah, nobody cares except for you. And then that's why I said the mind, man, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to waste.
Mm-hmm. And nobody is hating on you. Nobody.
Right? Who made this up?
Who?
People on social media think that they're celebrities. You're regular. You don't. Nobody care what you got.
Extra
going on.
regular.
Yeah. So why you think that these people hating on you? You don't have nothing to hate on. I'm not saying that you ain't shit, but I'm just saying nobody's even checking for you like that.
Everybody got their own problems.
Yeah. It's made up in your head. So you need to just do away with that ideology, that thought process, all that.
If you say if there's something that you want to accomplish, you're not gonna get it by worrying about what other people got.
Or what they got to say.
Or what they got to say.
How they feel. Just go after what you know.
You can't get what you're supposed to have if you are invested in pleasing people You can't make everybody happy.
You're not gonna get full watching me eat.
You just not. You until you can sit with yourself and be quiet and be truly isolated. Like every day you can isolate yourself every day.
Yeah.
Until you can get comfortable with moving around by yourself.
Just sitting still, being by yourself.
On your own clock.
Yeah.
Being uh scarce.
Mm-hmm.
Being okay with like your phone not ringing with somebody needing to check on you.
Yeah.
Because there's something in a person's mind that makes them say, you don't even check on me. Mm-hmm. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't care about me. Mm-hmm. It's that little voices that people, I know they exist. Mm-hmm. Because they always, those people that function in scarcity are always talking about what somebody's not doing for them. Mm-hmm. And justifying what that other person's not doing for them as them not caring. And the reality is, all of us got our own ways that we make ourselves scarce.
I do care, but I'm busy doing this, and I was gonna call you after. But you feel like I don't care right now at this moment
because I
work 48 hours this week.
Yeah, especially when you want me to care right now in this acute moment.
Yeah,
you need to go to therapy.
Yeah,
like you need.
Yeah, I'm your friend. I ain't your fucking family.
Yeah,
I just met you.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. You know, and you don't know how long it took for that person to get to their peaceful place.
Right. All of it's a journey, for real.
All of it truly is a journey, man. And you know, I just attribute it to being disciplined versus being undisciplined. Undisciplined people worried about everything but themselves.
Right. The discipline part is getting your shit together, minding your business.
Minding your business is the most important skill anybody could ever have, man. Because when you mind your business, you can sit back and figure out what's important to you and what's not.
Right.
If you can't mind your business, you already not focused on the most important business.
Yeah, and that's you.
Yes, you. And bro, like you can't.
You worry about everybody else, and everybody ain't worrying about you
at all.
But you think they are,
and you think they should. Mm-hmm. You are entitled, man. And that comes down to like even your most personal relationships. Everybody got to have something to focus on that's only healthy for them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be useful to the most important people in your life if you're trying to force their feelings to account for yours. Mm-hmm. And I think that is a selfish behavior that I think a lot of people do that, but they don't register it as the same. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know how it comes out. They don't see like how it's being perceived. You know what I'm saying? Because like until you've been comfortable with isolation, you don't know why you offended by a lot of people's shit. You just don't. Because you don't have nothing else to compare it to. I think that's probably one of the best things that I learned with being in the military is that it's great to have friends and be able to kick it when you see them. If it's in line, if it's aligned with what you got going on, because you know when you start taking all them early lessons, and then you have to refine those early lessons amongst other people from all over the place, you really learn how to mind your business. But if you are always used to having family, taking care of people that are entitled to, that you've made entitled to you, access to you, when that's gone, how do you make decisions? How do you function? How do you account for somebody else may not be on their best, you know what I'm saying, behavior that day? If you treat every one of those moments as an attack or an assault on you, you're going to live a very confusing life to yourself. Very confusing life. And this what social media has made ever more apparent, because minding your business is the only thing that separates disciplined people from undisciplined people. Mm-hmm. Like I know I talk a lot about sexual discipline, but we talking about the disciplined mindset, which by the way, I sent my book off to editing. I finally got that underway.
Congrats.
So man, appreciate that, man. God felt good not having to write anymore, and I said, no, I'm cutting myself off. I'm done. I've rewritten this book 2 or 3 different times in different ways, and I
gotta get some more eyes on it.
Yeah, I gotta get some more eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't fix everything, and even if I do think I can, somebody gonna come behind it and correct it. That's what you got editors for, you know. So for those of you that follow the content that I post on social media, be on the lookout. You know, in the next month or so, maybe the next 3 weeks, maybe less. My third book, highly anticipated, is uh, the is basically a doctrine to accountable masculinity. It kind of captures everything that we talk about here. It's a book that's meant to be, you know what I'm saying, an on the go consult from a disciplined mindset to be able to make better decisions on vetting your situations, people, and you know, like try to set yourself up for the best outcome. You know, if you can't catch the pod, or if it just don't sync up with whatever your time is, or you prefer to get information in a different way, it's going to be available on ebook. It's going to be available hard copy, soft copy, and an audio book as well. Um, so I'm excited about it. It's in alignment with what we're doing here, and you know, we just want to keep adding value to our community and support each other's work. And if you like, you know what I'm saying, the sweats, this right here is the tribute to Florida State not making the playoff and not getting in there. You know what I'm saying? So we want the garnet and gold with the 2 V's. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shout out to all the Florida State fans out there. We see you. You know, I understand that this was a hard college football season to watch for you. It's unfortunate. Everybody take a L sometime. It just goes to show you can do everything right and still not get what you want.
Yeah. That's the world we live in.
That's the world we live in, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you got any parting words to leave our subscribers with? You know, thank you.
SLP 2024. I'll be out in the street soon. I'm gonna shoot probably for next week while there's blizzard or whatever the shit going on. I'll probably be out there, making sure my people straight. If not, try to get out there after or before. I got some donations to give out, and still taking donations. My website is under construction, getting worked on, so you can buy some merch. I'm only gonna be selling hats, hoodies, and t-shirts. It's not a clothing brand. It's just more merch to get my business out there in the forefront. It's coming soon within the next 30 days. Go ahead, check out SLP TikTok, SLP Stuntin Like My Potnas on Instagram, and yeah, man, we gonna do big things for this year. We're gonna continue to do what we need to do for the community. I've seen some people like getting some pushback on trying to feed the homeless or whatever.
What about?
I seen it online. They like the police had came, and they kind of like try to give them a ticket or something like that because they gotta have some type of
permit or whatever.
Permit or something
to feed somebody. That's
yeah.
Wild, man.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're doing God's work, you're gonna have some pushback from the devil. They're gonna try to make it hard for you.
Understood.
So let's just come with it.
Can't even overlook it. You know, like you gotta always consider that. You know, somebody don't want to see you win, and they don't want to help nobody. They just want to be in the way. Some people are just intentionally in your path.
Did you know some people are the obstacle?
They're supposed to be. They have to exist, actually. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna get in your way.
They are gonna get in your way because they have to. There's got to be something for everybody to do. Everybody got a purpose, right? and some people's purpose is focused on them creating the obstacle. You know what I'm saying? That goes with your like your mission, your purpose. When you got a purpose, you're gonna get some resistance. And then operating as if you not gonna get no resistance.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's delusional.
Yeah.
Because like when in life have you never had a problem?
Yeah, you always gonna have a problem.
You ain't never had a problem, you don't have a story.
Yeah.
If you don't have a problem, you don't exist, and you're not helping nobody but yourself. If you ain't never got a problem. So
and sometimes you might be an obstacle.
You your own obstacle.
You in the way of somebody else.
I think
somebody else trying to get somewhere, and you in the way.
I think in life, after a certain period and a certain level of experience and a whole lot of lessons learned, that you really come to the finality of it is that we've been living life long enough to overcome our own delusions. That's it. Because like recognizing when you was delusional, when other people were delusional, because somebody had you messed up. Somebody had the wrong take on what you were supposed to be doing. They was delusional about you. And you had to live a life where you had to prove some parts of your life. You got to prove yourself to other people. But then you realize that there's no value in proving yourself to people that don't even have a plan for themselves.
Right.
So you delusional.
That's what we talking about. Okay. The delusional the delusion is the people that are delusional about themselves and their world. Then now you're trying to operate in someone else's world with those delusion glasses or mindset of the delusion.
I'm telling you, this is why I say it's the multiverse of madness, right? Mm-hmm. You got your version of what the world looks like through SLP's eyes.
Right.
I
got mine on how it's supposed to look.
That's what I'm saying.
But I already know that it ain't.
It ain't, but that's the way, because you understand your world. Mm-hmm. You got your version of how it's supposed to look. I got my version of how it's supposed to look. Everybody else that's observing has their version of where we fit at in their world. Right. So that's really the multiverse, the dimensions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows anything about you until they experience your world. Versus like they see what you do, but they only see it from their front porch, out their window, through their phone. Mm-hmm. You know, that phone is a window to whatever you. And they only know.
Come ride with me and let's do it together.
Because they only know what you show. So when you start thinking about this, and you get a little bit older and start understanding where you fit at in the world, you realize that, man, life ain't nothing but overcoming your last delusion.
Yeah.
And recognizing the next one and understanding that don't nobody else. That's why people say nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
You own your own. These are versions of reality that are absolutely true.
Yeah, 1000%.
And the only way it negates it is if you do the work that you believe other people should provide to you. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't put it out there, it doesn't exist. It doesn't negate the nobody's coming to save you.
But it's more so, this is my closing statement, like it's more like the world that you see, you have to live in this world, in this one universe, operating as what you want to be, or how your world should be set up. That's how you got to go toward that goal, because you got to make the change within yourself. Like, you can't change the world if you don't change yourself. You might got to change your habit, your mindset, get more emotional discipline, maybe physical discipline. You might want to hit the gym.
Man, emotional
you want to goddamn financially discipline. You want to save some more money.
Yep.
You want to have a little nest egg, you know what I mean? You want to have a little savings account. So that's all you got to do. Just start with yourself. With yourself.
Everything pivots off self. You are the master of your individual universe.
Yeah.
And everything that you experience in it is a lesson for you to learn, but you ain't going to get it if you're not connected to wanting better.
Right. You gotta see.
If you're living from moment to moment, nothing you do will matter long term.
Right.
It will have long term impact.
Right.
But you won't have the accountability that allows you to extract the lesson from from that particular event.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get the lesson from it, you're gonna be operating in hurt and in trauma. You won't trust anybody. You won't even trust yourself, and that is not a healthy life.
Mm-hmm.
And you are more valuable than you think you are. You know what I'm saying? So you owe yourself, a healed perspective. And with that being said, it's been the Cold Talk Coffee and Blunts Morning Show. I'm your host, Victor Vinziant, and this is SLP right here, and we are out. See you next week.
Peace.
Make sure you subscribe on all platforms and hit the like button and follow. Please leave your feedback in the comments. Make sure you hit up the super chat, leave a donation to support the platform. Your chick make you mad, my chick make me a sandwich. Your chick make you mad, my chick make me a sandwich. Go cop the shirt, visit the merch store, shop with Accountable Masculinity, and support the platform. Men have hope.